As fresh tariffs appear on screens, a calm trade floor becomes frantic. Additionally, two neighbors have closely related economies experience a sudden shock. Plans alter in real time, yet trucks continue to roll and factories continue to hum. There is more to this than a larger fee at the border. It is a test of patience, strategy, and the ability to control risk without blinking. To put it simply, one party increases expenses to obtain leverage, while the other side lessens the impact through planning and regulations. We'll unveil a twist later, so pay attention. The rate that most cargoes really encounter is different from the headline rate that attracted attention, and realizing that gap alters the conclusion of this tale. The stakes are real for families, employees, and company owners, not just theoretical. Payrolls, project schedules, and prices are all at stake. Small policy changes can also have a big impact on decisions made in the real world in a few days. Make sure to click the like button before we start. It enables us to circumvent YouTube's algorithm. Tariffs function more like a volume knob than a single number, despite their similar sound. You can send a message by turning up the knob, come to the table, alter behavior, or defend a regional industry. If you decline, you reduce stress and make planning simpler. At this time, Canada prioritizes stability, sovereignty, and security, while the United States views more responsibilities as a drive for justice and security, providing clear guidelines so that companies can make plans. There are many different points of view in both nations. A shield from overseas competition is welcomed by certain producers. Others are concerned about slower sales and increased input costs. In any open economy, that combination is typical. The outcome is a rebalancing of pressure among industries, geographical areas, and supply chains that took decades to develop rather than a straightforward win or loss. Please click the subscribe button before we proceed. It greatly aids in the channel's expansion. Let's go on to the set of rules that establishes the standard. Many commodities that comply with content regulations and documentation criteria have a clear route to reduced or nil duties under the current trade agreement between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Imagine it as a series of fast lanes. Your product travels with less friction and tolls if it is eligible. You could have to pay extra until you change the sourcing if it doesn't. For this reason, many businesses contact their customs broker first, followed by their marketing team, in response to a tariff announcement. They verify if their assembly locations, parts lists, and certifications are still eligible for the fast lanes, and, if not, how to modify them. The shock to prices and payrolls is lessened the quicker a company can map and adapt. Canada's initial actions are cool and sensible. Officials discuss maintaining the flow of commodities, assisting impacted industries, and ensuring that any reaction is appropriate and compliant with the law. Exposure maps are the focus of industry groups. Where can we purchase essential parts? Which clients would experience delays? And the actions that will maintain orders on schedule. Government initiatives can assist businesses with short-term cost bridges, employee training, and expedited permitting for necessary expenditures where the pain is greatest. The point is that none of this is particularly impressive. Employers can maintain shifts while the policy dust settles because predictability reduces worry. It is a strategy based more on consistency than show. Tariffs are a tool for negotiation from Washington's perspective. Proponents contend that short-term suffering may result in better terms or increased domestic output. Critics respond that trading partners frequently respond and that the same action can increase expenses for households and manufacturers. In actuality, timing, design, and execution all affect results. That a tariff can open a door when it is utilized as a distinct step in a sequence. When a tariff is applied unclearly, it can close multiple doors at once. Officials in both nations are striking a balance between domestic politics and local economics. Additionally, businesses find it easier to plan around the hiccups the more they clarify their process and end goal. Because of interdependence, even minor conflicts have an impact. A lot of goods from North America go through several border crossings before being assembled. As each factory adds value, a gearbox, electrical harness, or sheet might move back and forth. Mines, farms, laboratories, and logistical centers all follow the beat. The system needs to reroute, provide documentation, or increase buffer stock whenever a new tariff is applied. That costs money and time.